Hi everyone, this is Maureen. Today I'm going to be cooking my grandmother's yum yum cake. I got this recipe from my Aunt Margaret, who, when she spoke with my great Aunt Jeannie, she said my grandmother had gotten it from my great aunt, I'm going to get this wrong, I'll put it at the end, Lorraine DeSeve, who used to bake this for the soldiers in World War I and send it off to them. Since it's no dairy, no eggs, it's a kind of a cake bread that they could wrap up and send, and it would still be good when it got there to the soldiers. So, I'm gonna go ahead and make that. Very simple, really. The wet ingredients are 2 cups of sugar, 2 cups of water, 1 pound of raisins, let's see, 2 tablespoons of shortening. I always say shortening, but I prefer to use butter. I know people feel 2 different ways about that. 2 tablespoons. 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Too much in there. 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. And 1/2 teaspoon of cloves. And you bring this to a boil for 5 minutes. The dry ingredients are 3 cups of flour, 2, 3. This is a super simple recipe. While I'm doing this and getting it together, I'll fill you in. Apparently, my grandmother did have 15 children. And every Christmas, she used to bake yum yum bread and send it to all of us. I actually remember this as a little girl. And my mother would toast it and spread butter and cream cheese. And it was just a very happy childhood memory of mine. Apparently, my grandmother got it from her aunt, so my great aunt. Anyway, she used to make it for the soldiers, and they'd send it to them in World War II. Because since there's no dairy, no eggs, it's easily sent and it doesn't go bad. So it's very dense, very good, very rich bread. Anyway, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and then 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and then 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. That's it. They are the dry ingredients. I think sifting might be a great idea, but I'm going to do it the easy way and just stir it with a fork. Once the wet ingredients go in here, everything mixes up very well. Okay, this is starting to boil. Let's give it another stir. This is what you want to see for 5 minutes. Okay, so that's about 5 minutes. And if you look, you can see it's thickened up a bit, almost like a syrup. A little bit thinner than that, but close. Now we just turn off the heat, just wait for it to cool. While we wait for this to cool, let me get this over here. We're just gonna take this off the heat. Again, wait. And I prepared loaf pans. I just sprayed a little vegetable oil or olive oil. I prefer olive oil, but I don't think it matters to the recipe. So that's all prepared. The oven, let me see. This is a slow, long cooking recipe. It's at 300 degrees for an hour and a half. See if this cooled off. No, it needs a little bit longer starting, but it's still steaming. Stir it up and give it another couple minutes. Okay, it looks like it's cooled off enough. So what we're going to do is just take this, the raisin mixture, and put it in with our dry ingredients. Now when you do this, the first time I did it, I was like, oh, this is totally not going to work. It does not seem like enough fluid. It is, just keep stirring. Keep stirring and flipping and folding it all in together, and it literally does turn into a bread type dough eventually. I'm going to lower the camera so you can see. It all come together. Okay, here we go. All ready to go. I'm going to split it. It seems to be 3 of these smaller tins seems to be enough for this particular recipe. Does it have a measurement? I'm not sure. It's one of the smaller ones. This does rise, so don't overfill. Add it in one more time. All right, here we go. All ready to go in. In an hour and a half, we're gonna have some awesome bread. Or cake. Kind of an in-between. All right, see you in an hour and a half. Okay, it's been 90 minutes, and the bread should be done. Yum yum cake. Looks good. And we'll let this cool off just a little bit before I take it out of the tins. See how it comes out. Okay, we're ready to take it out of the pan, of course. You already started eating it.
She asked before, do you want a piece?
When it cooled off and I got it out.
Cool. But I'll say a couple of words. Yum, yum.
Okay, so real simple. As long as you oiled them properly, bread just pops right out. And that is a loaf of yum yum bread. It does taste very good while it's warm though. And I will show you later how I wrap it up for Christmas. My mother used to do it. Of course, it wasn't spreadable back then. It was the Philadelphia. I get the spreadable cream cheese. It's just a lot easier on top of it. And this definitely reminds me of when I was a little girl sitting in the kitchen with my mother before Christmas for breakfast. We would have a slice of this.
movies, watched in real time.
We get to see a tornado today or what?
You never know.
Jacob, did you bring all the camera batteries and stuff for it? I left them back at the hotel, I'm sorry.
Today's not a good day to run out of power. We gotta go back and get it. Let's get moving, guys. This isn't supposed to hit us within the hour.
What? You get dressed today, man. You're making me look bad. Mic check. 1, 2, 3.
Good job.
Mic check.
What's on the surface?
That's good.
This is important.
And I can't do it, right?
We said that. We are going to Riverside.
Hey, we'll catch the next one.
Look, there's not gonna be a next one. Let's go. I said it was dissipating. It was. Where are you going?
Let's check it out!
Wait a minute, Captain. Oh, wait, wait up.
Oh, you see these out? Yeah!
Is it hail?
Yeah.
All students within the graduate plan who have dedicated themselves to the hard work necessary to reach this day. You are now standing on the threshold of adult life. Feel free to take your own path, and that's be different for all of you. But it's now time to create your own lives, to create your own destiny.